Everybody loves Rough Rider, right? I know I do. This is their Hunter. It's big. I think it's like 9 inches. It could be a little bit bigger. It's a hollow saber grind, and like all their knives, it gets real sharp. And the micarta is nice on it, so it was a solid buy. This is their moose knife, and the interesting spay is it's supposed to be like a Texas spay blade, and I guess it looks cool. I don't know if that's historically accurate or whatever. I'm not so concerned about that anyway, as far as their interesting patterns. This is their coal miner electrician knife. That's a slip joint. And then this is you could use this to strip, and it does, it works. You could use the strip wires and, pry, twist, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. This is one of my favorite Rough Riders. I know it's been on the YouTube before, but gosh, what a great knife. And it's like $10, so it falls out of your pocket somewhere. Not such a big deal. This is their, what is this one called? Their Longhorn. Although their Longhorn has a horn that's partially too short. Has a clip, and they both lock. And this is a great knife, actually. The way that the blade cants really lends itself to cutting. Even, I would have appreciated a cooler spear point, but the constraint is that there is no liner in there. Not that big of a deal because they just fall right next to each other, which is probably some kind of testament to Rough Rider's capabilities. Yeah, pretty cool. I think people don't know about this, or I would see it around a little bit more. Lady leg knife. Pretty standard stuff. This thing is big. I don't ever carry it because it's fairly, it does not seem like it would hold up under any type of torque. I don't know. Maybe that's not what it's even for, but that's just, I like to have things that I know won't break in my hands. This is their little guy. This is a great knife. I think they call it their dog leg or something. Super great. Then it has this little slippy on the end. Also super great. Super useful. Don't think that this one's not useful. I love this knife. I was going to say it's probably my most used, but no, probably not. Then it's like bigger brother, the canoe version. This would be the red cherry bomb. And then it also has a smaller one. That's cool, right? Then we got this muskrat. This is an older one. There are no half stops. I really like this muskrat. A little hard to work behind the camera, which is actually just my iPhone. And then we got smaller lady leg, a smaller one, even smaller. That's probably more useful. I like that one more. And then we got an even smaller leg. Even smaller. I carry this sometimes. It's not super useful, whatever. Smaller still. Does this cut? It's not even sharp. It was a gift. It's a cool little knife. And then we'll end on this black-lipped pearl gunboat that is all kinds of amazing. And you got to be careful with this frame right here that they use. They use it on their larger Congress knife. Well, they used to. They kind of stopped doing knives this size. This one's not so bad. I forgot that this one wasn't terrible, so we'll flip it around. This snap, you can see that it's still enough resistance there. The snap, that's enough, and I've dropped it on myself. It does hurt. I bought a just regular pearl large or regular pearl one for my father, a gunboat, and as I cleaned it, I dropped this main spear point on my hand. It hurt. It didn't cut me too bad, thankfully, but that hurt a lot. It also has this little Wharncliffe knife, blade, I should say, and then also fairly cool little spay blade that, obviously this is like a gentleman's carry. You can see that these are all decorated, or, decorative file work, as it's called. The pearl looks cool. The Congress, I got a hold of their large, regular white pearl Congress, and I ended up giving it to my grandfather. That was a cool knife too, though. As far as the Rough Riders go, that's it for them. There's one more. This is called Bear Hunter. Kind of a honorary inclusion just because I'm not sure if I'll find any other of this knife ever. And if I do, if it'll be worth picking up. But this was a decent price. And then it's got this kind of neatly stylized clip point. And this is a Coke bottle pattern. Pretty neat. I haven't seen this outside of this single knife, so I don't know if this is a bastardization, a hybrid of the pattern. Not really entirely sure. But anyway, those are the knives.